Dazza, how you feeling? He's in the zone, mentally preparing.
Sorry, mate. I'm here. Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Looking forward to it.
Forward
It should
to
be should be a good one for you. This, I
15
think.
weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
it
you know.
four sprints or three? I can't remember.
Yeah, 4, mate. So we've got to do 4 laps of it. There's a couple of really good people signed up in A, but they haven't got the watts you've got. So if we play it right, I think you'd be all right. And it's not, like we say every week, every season, it can't be won or lost in 1 week. So just do what we can, get as many points as we can, and we'll see where we're looking in a few weeks. That's all we'll do. Are the protected riders? I think I've spoken to all the protected riders with the exception of Chris. Is everybody happy to roll out of the pen? Because there's a 5.5k lead in, isn't there? So we'll roll out of the pen. I'll give you 2k to get with me. I'll give you my position. And then I want everyone together with me with 2k. Is everybody happy with that? We don't need to wait in the pen, do we?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that sounds good.
Sounds like a plan.
Awesome. Andrew, how's it going? Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Okay, I think we're good to go. Josh, I reckon today I'm going to use you. I want to see who signed up in B, but I'll probably use you as to try and get some points around B if we can, but also to sort of plug that gap. You're really good at that anyway from when you had to do it yourself last season a couple of times. So I think if I get you to plug that gap in the middle a little bit as well, try and give Jamie a bit of a draft and then maybe hoover up a few points to whatever you've got left. I want Kat going as hard as she can in E. Aurelia's free to go as hard as she wants in E. Yeah. I want Colin to probably help me with comms if he's watching it and not racing it. I want Chris to do his thing in C with Robert. They know what they're doing from when they were protected last season. Layla, you know what you're doing in E. Dewey, again, I want you as that middle foil. So you're going to have your people like me on the front. And I'm probably going to need Andrew with me as my guy just behind me, along with Patrick Karlstrom to plug those gaps. And then behind them, I want your Joshes and your Stewies as that middle layer between the protected riders at the back. Yeah, so your protected riders know what you're doing. And ladies and weaker category riders, you fit in where you want to fit in, right? I know that sometimes we're asking a bit much. So if you want to, we can sort it. But if you want to go ahead, you can go ahead. Or you can sort of sit in the group where you want to sit in the group. But I'll leave that to you guys because you kind of know how to pace it. So you'll have to talk to me on that.
All right.
Okay, we're spinning up now, guys. 8 seconds. I want everybody with me within 2k, but you've got a couple of k to get together. A lot of people turned out today, I think. Be interesting. And what you've got to remember as well is there'll be fewer people at the end of the season when it's more summery outside. So if we're not doing great now, historically, we always kind of pick up quite a lot of points towards the end of this season when other people drop off. So don't be disheartened.
That's are you in B cat pen?
Oh, is Dazza in B? Is he?
Looks like. Yeah, he came from
the B and A pen's the same pen, I think, isn't it?
No, it's not. I came from another pen.
Yeah,
I think it says B here.
Dazza has B next to his name on the writer list.
Dazza. Okay, we're gonna have to revise this a little bit then, because Dazza, do you think you're going to be able to make 10 after this week?
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, should be all right. I'll just do lead outs this week. So I'll go in like third row or second row.
Yeah, perfect, mate. And then we'll get you in A afterwards. What I'll do is I'll swap you and Patrick, because Patrick's in A. So if Patrick, if you kind of ride today to steal a few points off Seaton, if you can, if you're feeling good, and just sort of, yeah. But if you're tired from racing earlier, it's totally everybody understands. But if you can steal a few points, great. Yeah, and just sort of sit in the middle of the group. You don't need to sit right at the back, whatever. Okay, so I'm at position 114. 0.6k.
I'm at 143. I'm not able to do 2 all the way into the sprint.
Okay, that's fine. I'll easily put a tiny bit. I think you'll catch us pretty quickly as well because this group's really big. Big group.
Will you stop a little bit before, or just go right into the?
Yeah, we'll go straight into it. We'll stop after. Stop straight after it.
Everyone got the fastest bike on.
You want your, you probably want your aero bike for this, guys.
Disc wheels, if you got
your Cervelo 2020s, that sort of thing.
with disc wheels if you have them.
Yeah. Okay, I'm at position 133. 1.0. Okay. Okay, I can see Andrew a couple of seconds behind me, Layla a couple of seconds behind him. I'm just going to ease to make sure everybody gets in. We've still got a good 4K or so for the sprint. If you're ahead of position 137, you will need to ease up though, because I won't catch at this pace.
All of that, G Magic.
Thanks, Josh. And remember, you kind of all know this one, guys, by now. It's been it 1,000 times on the sprint series. It's a very untechnical one in the sense that it's flat. You can see it coming from quite a distance with the markers like the archway. You know that when we hit the roundabout in the archway, we increase the pace a little bit on the front. And then you really need to be drilling it from 300 meters out. So pretty straightforward like usual. Use the 300 meter marker on the left. We'll be calling it out as we get there to make sure everybody sees it. Okay, I've got Layla here as well, so I'm just going to move up a tiny bit. And also remember to stop as soon as you go through the marker. It's not essential, this one, if it's immediately as you go through, but just stop pedaling. And then we'll all group up, take a breather, and just do it as usual. And remember that if you're a lead out, or you're, when I say a lead out, it doesn't mean like just going as hard as you can when we get to the sprint. It's about sort of like we said before, plugging the wheels, so being the layer between the front and the protected riders at the back, and using some of your energy to plug those gaps, and then you sprint with whatever you've got left when we say go. It's kind of that sort of thing. But yeah, you're all very good at it now. So I know you're all teaching my grandmother to suck eggs, etc. Just moving up a little bit. Okay, so 2.6k, I'm at position 143. I really want to be together by 3.5 at the absolute latest, because we need to start the ramp up at 4.5 really. So if you are ahead of position 140. Stop pedaling, please, till I hit you.
We've got a snowstorm around 120.
Okay, well, ease up then, guys. Stop pedaling, and we should join you very quickly. It's easier than soft pedaling, because at soft pedaling, even a decent sized group will still be moving fairly fast, and we're all strung out back here.
What's your position?
140 currently. I think I'm about 3 seconds ahead of Andrew and Colin, and a few seconds behind Chris and Co.
Robert, Zelia, Aurelia, you're continuing on with the group, so you're going to need to either back off or
Yeah, you'll need to make a decision.
A bit further up.
As long as you know what you're doing, guys, you're aware of it.
I'm starting to pedal again because we're on a hill, and I don't want you going flying past me, and then I've got to...
Yeah, I'm just about to start the hill. I'm just coming past the red phone box on the left. There we go, Jamie, jump on. Chris, jump on. Yeah, it's okay. I'm doing 23 kph and 40 watts, so I won't be flying past you, don't worry.
Yeah, no worries. See you in a bit.
Okay, everyone. So, yeah, group up on this hill. This is the perfect place to group up, isn't it? So we'll go really easy. I'm not going to do more than 1.5 up here. And I want everybody by the top. Sorry, go on.
Code stop? The keyboard code to stop.
Does anyone know? Is it? Thanks, Patrick.
Yep. A.
A?
A.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alpha.
good stuff.
Aye.
By the time we get to the top of this climb, I want everybody to be within 10 meters of me at the absolute most. So if you're not within 10 meters of me, make sure you are. It's starting to blob up a bit here, good stuff. Still a bit too spread out though, guys. If you're ahead, ease up, stop pedaling if you need to. Because as soon as we come around the corner and you see that red Flamme Rouge on the left, we need to be going from there. So we need to be at speed when we hit it. So really, I don't want you to hit this road ahead of me. Because ATP are not making this easy for us. They're spread out, and they'll be stopping here where we were trying to group up as well. That's where they stop.
What position are you?
Position 151. 3.8 on the top, 4.0 on the right-hand side.
Wait.
Guys, we've really got to be together now. Okay, jump on. Be pedaling if we're coming past you. I'm at position 3.9. We can't afford to slow down from here, guys. We've got to be together. We're really spread out. If you're off the back now, you're on your own. I'm not stopping, and I want people on me, so I want my layer of protection behind me. I want Andrew and Andrew and people like Dazza, Josh, Dewey.
No one should be behind me.
We're not slowing down here, guys. We're going to go through ATP. They're stopping here, so it's going to be a bit confusing until we get around the bend. But we're going to have to be moving. That's our advantage on them. They're going to have to get up to speed whilst we're already flying. Good.
Yeah, that's loads better.
Now keep it tight. Try and knock pedaler in front of me, or sort of don't be pushing the pace in front of me. And as we go through the Flamme Rouge, I'm going to bump it up to 3-ish on the front. And remember, the most important thing is to plug the gaps. No one's, when I say lead out, I'm not expecting a big sprint off you at the end. I'm expecting you to plug the gaps so the guys can sprint at the end. And you've got anything you've got left, you use that. Good. Yeah, we're going to have to bump it up a tiny bit here. Use this pace as we come around the corner. There's other riders spread out, so don't let them break us up. Concentrate on holding the wheel in front of you. When we go through the arch, we're going to have to bump it up another notch. And then it's going to be start to get ready, because when we hit that 300-meter mark on the left, you're going to have to go, go, go with everything you got.
Looking good.
Up a tiny bit on
Should
the
we
front.
ramping up, people?
Yeah. Get ready. Okay, go, 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 go. Come on, you should be coming past me by now.
Push it now, come on.
More, come on.
Fuck.
Good work, Jamie.
Well, Jamie.
Perfect there, Dazza and Stewie.
Nice, Nick. Great
Josh
try.
as well.
Good job.
Okay, stop, guys. Stop pedaling. And I'll move up past you to the front. Don't come past me. Good work, everyone. Sub 10's always good, Jamie.
So are we coasting or completely stopping? Sorry.
Stop, please.
Okay.
Wait until I come past you. If I'm not, I should be hitting Kat and Robert in any second now. Okay, I'm stopping just ahead of Robert and Dazza. Feel free over the next couple of minutes. We're going to have a break now to move up to me. By the time we start again, I want you to all be with me, but you don't have to worry about that yet. Take a breather.
Jake, do me a favour when you talk about stopping with you or getting with you. Can you always put a position on it so we know up or down or backwards, or just it makes it easier than trying to work out where you are and look at all the names. The numbers are bigger, so if you can shout up your position out, it just makes my life a lot easier. I don't know about anybody else. Thank you.
Yeah, I think you picked the one time I didn't shout it out, but noted. I'll make sure I do that. If anyone can shout it out, I'm in the parent menu, but I was just ahead of Robert and Dazza.
You're about 124, aren't you? Something like that.
Sounds about right.
Yep. About 6.2.
Okay, good stuff. I still feel we were a little bit handicapped there by not grouping up together. So we did that one this time. Now it will just be us, and everyone will be spread out. We're going to get together a K before that and be even smoother. But yeah, the power looked good. The positioning looked good. Everybody held their place really well. I didn't see any gaps. Maybe we need to accelerate a little bit earlier than that, I think. The next one,
ATP have just come through and Jamie's still top in B, so
I'm not thinking anybody from ATP Bs is beating a sub 10 today.
I don't know how the rest of you did, but I turned up second total on D, and I don't think that have happened before, and I don't.
Awesome.
Yeah, so it worked. At least the tempo in front of the sprint worked for me. So I guess it might have been a bit too slow for A and B riders. So.
Yeah, I think it was probably a little bit. I think when we flicked the switch under the archway, it was a little bit slow to ramp up. And when I came past the line, I don't think anybody other than Dazza came past me till about 100 meters in. So really, we either need to go a little bit harder, a little bit earlier, or just go a little bit earlier, or we need to go a little bit harder when we kick.
Yeah.
One of the two, really.
I can live on this one, so it's nice.
Well, I'm not going to sprint through later, so if I'll be there, and just jump on my wheel because I won't be going really fast because I can't. So if I see you coming, because I did see you coming through when everyone else had gone. You
Yeah.
can jump on my wheel and I can give you a bit more of a lead out.
Okay.
Yeah. I was really pleased with the positioning there. It was really good, especially for the guys in the middle layer, because I know you don't do that very often, especially like your Dazzers and your Joshes. Who usually lead out, protected guys, not lead outs. So it's good. We'll do that again next time, and I'll be happy.
That was
And
fun.
the fast time's always a winner, eh? Always nice to get the fast times as well. Dazza basically took second in B on his like with no draft on the front of the group.
I think I got 10.19 in D.
Yeah, that'll
Nice.
probably be very hard to beat in D.
Took the green jersey, having raced this morning. Beast.
Who did? Patrick.
Patrick, yeah, beast.
Nice,
No,
you
that's
beat Dale.
Patrick's, no,
Have
that's Patrick's
they-
jersey. He just wears it all the time.
Has Dale been as Dale been as well? Because if so, that's perfect.
I think Dale was third or something like that.
Oh, even better. Dale's the only one I'm really worried about for Dazza this season, purely because his numbers are a bit sketchy, but he doesn't know what he's doing with drafting. So I think we can have him really. The only thing is because he's a really strong A rider. The 5-minute climb might be a tricky one, but Dazza will have me, Patrick, and anyone else that can hold 6 watts per kilo for as long as they can on the front, trying to drill it up there, get up there as fast as we can. So I have got a plan. Like always, there is a plan. Whether that plan works or not, we'll have to see. But yeah, I got a plan.
He didn't
Gonna be a good
run
season.
last season on the longer one, so I'm not sure if he can actually hold in climbs.
We'll see when we. Yeah, it's going to be. Look, I think the thing is, if you're up against any one of me, Patrick, or Dazza on a short climb, it's tough, right? If you're up against all three of us working together, it's very hard. I think on a 2-minute climb, 1 minute to 2-minute climb, the three of us go as hard as we can. He's in trouble, and I think maybe if it's a 5-minute climb, we'll have to see. But there's always the option. We just sit on him. We'll see what it's like. But yeah, no need to worry about that yet. That's later in the season. We'll worry about that when we have to.
How did Robert get on in C?
Oh, well down about 5 or 6, I think.
5 or 6.
Yeah. 11.3.
Chris, how are you looking?
I've seen you coming. I tried to wait for you a little bit.
Sorry?
Josh said he saw you coming. He tried to wait for you a little bit. Sorry, Josh, I'd already started talking.
Oh, you're good. Thank you.
Maxine Davidson took first, and then I don't know if anyone else came between. I don't know everyone that's in the group. I got 10.3, which I still think was quite good for me. I'm still learning. I'm still practicing different sprint techniques, so it's all right. I'll get faster. It felt comfortable.
Yeah. Look, there's no explanations needed for any times. Nobody's thinking that's a good or a bad time. You just do the best you can, and we'll get the placings we can. Everybody knows that, and yeah, we know you've got a different setup. It's just going to take a little bit of time to adapt. So there's no pressure from anybody, I don't think, except that Maxime Davidson is the guy that did turn us down to join ATP. So we kind of have to beat him somehow.
What category is he in?
But this is the thing: is the first
C,
three
sorry.
times, first 3 seasons that I won in A, or the only 3 seasons that I won in A, the first 3, I was behind at the 7-week mark every single season, and I still won all quite easily in the end. And it's a lot of it is like, it might seem devastating the first couple of weeks if it doesn't go your way and someone gets 400 points, but it's not. It's there's plenty of time, even if it all goes to shit.
Yep.
Is it okay that I just start?
Yeah, go for it, Layla. I think I was about to say, do we want to start going ourselves, really? But do the lower category riders want to go slightly ahead? If you do, we'll let you go now, and we'll hold for 30 seconds, minute, and then we'll start rolling. Okay, guys.
You're rolling 100 watts or something, so it should be. You got 5K or something, haven't we? So it'll be all right.
Yeah, just letting the weaker riders get ahead, because it's tough for them at 2.0. So they'll have to do a bit more than us to get a gap. Don't want them to sap their energy. So we'll go in. We'll go in a minute, guys. We've got 1 minute.
I'll do that as well, and I think move forward.
Yeah, Yeah, if the D's and the C's want to go ahead, by all means, now's your opportunity. And everybody else, move up to me. Position 1, 2, 4, or whatever it was. There's a big mob of us here. Okay, 25 seconds. Make sure you're on your aero setups. You've got yourself a drink. You can take it out.
I'm a 155.
Okay, rolling out in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Allez, allez, allez. Schnell, schnell, schnell.
Who's that with their legs sticking out?
Jamie came out with parents screaming like a scolded cat.
I was miles behind you. I was trying to catch up, that's all.
That was me thinking you were just loosening your legs off at 300 watts in the parent screen.
You cannot be serious.
Cat on an electric bike.
Yeah, the DeWalt. Have you seen the new DeWalt electric bike?
Hitachi.
Careful, Larry, you nearly fell off your bike then. How did you do in the sprint, Big D Gregory?
Got 10.19.
A bit flashing.
I pedalled the push in as fast as I could.
I still reckon Dan Andrews would be, yeah.
Oh, it got a bit without trying. He would see get on the bike.
Who is Simon TCO? Is he ATP?
Oh.
Simon, you found a drinking buddy.
Yeah, he wants to join Snow, he does.
Does he?
Well, he made a comment earlier, Snow's more my thing or something like that. I'm more of a Snow. Yeah, more of a Snow guy.
I caught that, but I wasn't sure. I didn't see the rest of the convo because it was in the pairing menu. Is today a custom finish? Yes, it is.
I think he's fell in love with Simon.
Colin, you're a prick.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Did you have a good Christmas?
Satisfactory.
Yeah, it was all right, thanks, mate. I had a bit of a problem with the PC.
Told you, don't deal with PCs, deal with the inspectors.
But it's all right. Jake said turn it off and on again.
Ah.
I literally, someone put on their Facebook post that I worked with once, my PC's doing this, that, and the other. Have you tried turning it off and on again? And they literally replied, oh my God, thanks, that fixed everything. So how do you people get through the day?
It's easy.
Every time there's an update, I have to restart my computer.
Like, literally, surely it's the first thing you do, isn't it? If something doesn't work, just turn it off and hope for the best. It's the Sprinter solution, the laziest possible solution. Turn it off, hope for the best.
I knew
It's only
I
if that doesn't work.
game.
It's only after that, isn't it, when you go like, oh shit, I've actually got to fix something if it doesn't work.
Just normally hit it with a hammer.
Yes.
You know what? We joke, but I used to, when I was more in first line support for this TV production company, right, made really shit TV like Embarrassing Bodies. I used to have to do this thing where, because of the contributors, they're called, the people that are like flying to be on the shows and their medical records and stuff, you have to be really funny with GDPR. And then when laptops sort of like were beyond use, we couldn't like resell them or whatever. We had to like destroy them. So I had to take like the laptops that were giving me trouble out on the outside every Friday and go at them with a hammer, basically, till they were totally destroyed. It was the best part of the job. Fucking loved it. Used to look forward to that part of the job every week. It's great.
Were you paid by them? Were you paid by that company to be on Embarrassing Bodies?
I was on Embarrassing Bodies, but I was I had to pretend to be one of the people answering the, when they show the set and they're all on the MacBooks on the top row. I had like a headset on, typing on like a blank screen, pretending that I was answering emails or whatever. I was on it.
So many options.
Very You can't hurt me more than having to see that old lady's prolapse anus already did. That was the worst idea ever. You get home from work, you'd be at work from like 7 till 9 or whatever. You get home, you'd be like, oh, it's on TV, I'll watch it with dinner. Stupid idea. Right, okay, people. You know the drill now. I want to start ramping it up from here, really. So if you're not grouped up with me, you've got to get grouped up before we go around the corner. And I want to be sort of rolling a bit faster than we were last time as we come around this bend, please. We've got good grouping at the minute. You know the drill. We're not slowing down from here. Right, so I was trying to put you off. Concentrate. We'll talk to you, play buddy, afterwards. Concentrate on the position. Try and hold the wheel. Just imagine him swearing on mute. Right, okay. We'll come around the bend very shortly. So if you're ahead of the group, the D riders, we're just coming around the bend now. I don't know where you are. I'm at 9.7 on the top. I think ATP are rolling with us. This could get nasty. Stick with me. Don't worry about them. Stick to the orange jerseys, just as we did before. Don't worry about them.
Oh, they're playing dirty.
Yeah, but they're going to have to burn matches to get on us here. Because we're already rolling. I'm not slowing down. If you get dropped, just find a wheel. Okay, just have to do what we can here, guys. I know this is going to be messy. Just protect your teammates however you can. Look after yourself as best as you can. We'll definitely make sure the pace is high on the front. Okay, there's the 300-meter marker. Go. Come on, Chris. Come on, guys, that looked good. Look like gaps to ATP. Okay, stop. Pedaling. Good job. Okay, I'll give you a position in a minute. Good job. I know that was tricky. Last minute. Jamie went even faster. 9.5.
That's awesome, Jamie. Great work, mate.
10.03. Well, great
Yeah,
scout, Jamie.
That was good.
Rano, there was a few randoms were in the group and took it.
Yeah. It is what it is. As soon as we hit ATP, I knew there was going to be problems, but you just have to kind of. A lot of it is adapting on the fly, isn't it, and just doing what you can. And I think we pulled it out of the bag there. It could have been a lot worse than that. With some fast times.
The next one will be under 10 seconds, and then I'll retire. That's fine for me. I think I'm in PB territory already. So.
Stop.
It was good. You had a lot of power on the front of that group going really, really hard. Then Dazza, Stewie, Josh were all going absolutely flying on the front. That's a big part of it. If they get people like that going really hard on the front, then midway back in the pack, I saw Jamie and Chris come past me, and they were like absolutely flying. So perfect, especially considering ATP did us over there.
What is your speed during this?
Say again?
What was your speed?
62, 63 maybe?
On the front, it was fast, but it had to be fast because there was such a big group. When ATP merged with us, it meant that the lead-out guys basically had to burn themselves harder and earlier because there's a bigger group behind, and if it's not getting up to speed and you guys are midway back in that pack, like your Jamies and your Chris's would suffer there. So it's as soon as there's a bigger group, it's horrible. But yeah, everyone went as hard as they could, I think. Did really well. Okay, I'm at position 139. I'm just moving up a little bit more.
Sat at 12, I am.
Yeah, I can see Robert and Asgeir. I'm going to move up to them. And then that'll be as far as I'm moving. Good, that was fast. It must have been quite fast because Dazza and Stewie dropped me like a stone, and I did 6 watts per kilo for a minute. They must have been going significantly harder than that.
Mate, I think after I crossed the line, I thought I might have got a bit too far ahead here. I don't reckon I pushed over 6 until the last bit. Until
the end.
Until I saw someone get on my tail at the end and thought, I might have to be able to drag him through a little bit here.
Maybe that was, to be fair, I was on a tri-bike as well, getting no draft. That probably doesn't help. I have to push a little bit harder. But yeah, you guys absolutely left me for dead. Exactly like you're supposed to. Be perfect. Right, I'm at position 139, 12.0 on the overhead board. I'm going into the pair menu for a couple of minutes to spin it out. Take it as a compliment anyway. If ATP are going, we can't beat them on our own, even though there's 3 times as many of us as there are of them, and we have to jump on them. That's a pretty big compliment. And it's how it worked in the first season as well, to be fair. We had the biggest group and everyone used to jump on us, and we had all the best riders sort of sat on the back of our train trying to one-up us. Just is what it is. We'd be doing the same thing if they were beating us.
Seaton took the first best time on the second one here.
Yeah, it is what it is, mate. I think with a big group like that, even he not understanding how draft works is probably going to get a fast time. The thing is, it will suit us more when there's smaller riders because he doesn't really know what he's doing. Just have to hope he doesn't figure it out by the end of the season. But yeah, when it's a group like that, there was no gaps. You know, I could have been sprinting at 15 from when we went around the roundabout, right? And still, there would have been no gaps because there's just so many people. It was absolutely huge. I think it was going to be very, very difficult for that group to split at that size.
I had people around me all the ways. After I passed ATP when they started.
Oh yeah, there was people everywhere, just scattered all over the road. I assume that was planned because it was a bit too well timed to not be planned, but it could have been a coincidence.
That was definitely planned.
Yeah, I mean it looked like it, didn't it? But like we say, whatever, do what they want. We just keep doing our thing.
I like this new job. I haven't puked yet.
The best bit is when the riders that you care about come past you and you look behind you and you can only see ATP shirts and you just go, I'm not pedaling. I'm going to freewheel for the last 100 meters.
Depending on how people feel, we have the rest to play with. So by us cruising around at a decent speed, if they're stationary there, they'll have less rest. We can recover on the move, whereas they'll have stopped and, you know what I mean? We can still play psychology with them if you want to.
Yeah. Look, I think it's difficult for them because they had to jump on us there and burn matches that you probably don't want to be burning that close to the start of the sprint, if I'm being brutally honest. We would not go, when me and Dazza and Stewie came past them under the Flamme Rouge, I was doing over 4. And we were going pretty fast and they definitely had to put in a surge to get on us. So I think it works both ways, doesn't it? Like they're going to gain a little bit from it, but it's also going to, they're playing with fire. It's the harder position to be in. If they mess anything up, then they're in real trouble and they've burned energy and they're out of position and they haven't got draft. So it's really all on them. They have to do it. If they're going to play that game, they have to play it to perfection, which is why really, if you can, you want to do your own train because you're in control of that more anyway. Less variables. I was trying to explain this before. Sprinting is a combination of variables, isn't it? So every sprint, there's a huge element of luck, of things that you can't control, whether that's shifting your chain, into the bigger gear, or it's somebody losing the wheel in front of you. There's elements, or a dropout, or whatever it is. There's elements that you can't control. It's about threading it together and getting as much of it right as you can to capitalise when it goes well. And if something does go wrong, that you've done everything you can to mitigate the loss. So it really is like, there's a huge element of luck, but it's also you doing everything you can to prepare for it. So we just do what we can. And when those bad moments happen, they happen. You're going to get at least 1 or 2 races in a season where something goes wrong, at least. Just is what it's part of the game. That's why we try and make as many as we can. Because if you only make 10 and you get 2 dropouts, well, that could be game over just on that.
I'm sneaking off again.
Okay.
Really slow at first, though.
We won't wait too much longer, guys. Do you want to do another minute or 2? Does anyone need longer than a minute?
Would be nice if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. When you do 9.75, Jamie, you can have as long as you want. That's what we said before.
Smashed by the ATP guys. I don't know if they went from behind me, but I tried to stay just behind Seaton, and we drifted back to the ATP guys.
Yeah, potentially, because he's not great at knowing what he's doing, I guess, is he? So when you're concentrating on him, there's always the chance that they'll beat him. But also, I think that's not a bad thing, because I still think that Dazza's going to beat the ATPAs over the course of the season. So if they take points off Seaton now, the only one I'm worried, the only one that does silly numbers is Seaton, that Dazza won't easily beat. So if we can mitigate Seaton getting as many points as he can on most weeks, that's probably the ideal. This week specifically, that's the ideal situation. So if ATP are taking points off him for us, I can live with that.
Yeah.
And you
It looks like he's sitting on my wheel and trying to.
there you
save
go.
one.
So if you could almost fuck with him, do you know what I mean? Like it's almost like it's you don't need to score many points. You're not going to be going for a medal this season. Like if you may pick one up by virtue of, dumb luck or something like that. But we're very much throwing it all behind Dazza. So really, if you can stop him getting points even by playing games with him, that's the ideal scenario.
Can you just fly off the front really early, and then just drop him like a stone on the start line?
Yes, Patrick started sprinting from 2k out.
If anyone could, it'd be him.
Usually it doesn't end too well.
So, Josh, you having a clean bucket season, are you?
So far, I'm pretty excited about it.
I don't know about the rest, but I'm not going to get any better.
Okay, you can take we'll give it another minute. We'll set off in 1 minute, and then you got another 4k or so. So it's a go.
I wasn't very well after last Saturday. First time ever I've been retching and stuff like that. I had to stand outside and
It's
a little bit.
It seems easy, doesn't it? 4 sprints. You think in your head like, yeah, it's not hard. It's 15 seconds, but like obviously there's the build up to it, and then like it takes a lot out. Like I think the top guys, especially when you're doing really fast times, like your Richard Carters, your Patricks, your 5.2 today, Jamie's. It takes a lot out of the gas tank, but the thing is that's what the best guys can consistently do is they go that deep, right? There's something to that, right? So if you're getting to the point where you're making yourself do that, you are squeezing every last watt out. And I remember that fit something. I've got 10 seconds before we set off, guys. Something I saw Shane Sutton, the head of British Cycling, talk about when he was training the track stars at the Olympics. They came rolling out, and they said like, I'd just done the hardest 2 minutes of my life, and I got off the bike and I was sick on the floor, and I was lying there on my back, and Shane Sutton came over to me, and he said, you know that feeling that you're feeling right now, hating everything, wanting the world to just end? I went, yeah, and he went, get used to it. You're in the pain business. This is what it is. That's what the best people do. And there's definitely an element of truth to that. It's about, if you can go that deep and squeeze everything out, you are pushing your body to the absolute limit to get the most out of it. And you're superseding the points where some people would mentally go, I'm going to stop because this hurts. So that's why the quite often, me, when I was doing this at the top-ish, my top level, Richard, Patrick, Josh, quite often will be like, I'm sick and I need to sit down and get off the bike for a bit. Can we take a couple more minutes? And they will frequently need the most time. So I don't think that's a coincidence.
Not at all.
There's an element of squeezing it out. So do not be, if you're a protected rider and you're feeling like you need an extra minute, do not be shy of taking it. That can be the difference between getting, a millisecond or two and getting first and second place. So we're happy to wait for those protected riders. That's why we do. We're not killing ourselves to get the fastest times, the slickest lead outs, to then go, yeah, we're going to make you, we can't wait 30 seconds. We've got to go. And then, taking your energy off you that way, it's counterproductive. So we're always happy to wait, make sure everyone's good.
Yeah, but last week wasn't 4 sprints. That was the evil 1 lap of Crit City, 2.5 minutes of pure.
Oh yeah, that one was savage.
That's just evil.
Yeah, savage. Yeah, that's like those intervals where you go really deep for a couple of minutes. They're the worst ones, aren't they? Because it's a sprint. It's it's over fairly quickly. It's a couple of minutes. There's no escaping that suffering. Is that you just have to deal with it for a bit.
It was just a red line for.
To be fair, it seemed all right for me.
Yeah, I'm sure. Ref. Sir.
I
About you,
struggled to get a power. I feel my power was off the chart power I did.
So Gregor has to get off the bike and be sick quite a bit, but it's usually just because he's had too many beers.
He's drunk.
Other than anything else, yeah.
Funny you should say that. We just brought me another one.
Attaboy.
Good. It's not a beer belly, is it? So Gregor, it's a fuel tank for a whoop-ass machine.
That's what it is.
It's a downhill trajectory rocket launcher.
And it stops the eyes working, so he doesn't see the fear.
Now I smell the fear, mate.
I smell it as well.
It's almost Jake if there's a fly about. Daddy long legs.
Can you get this daddy long leg out my latte?
Yeah,
Can you bring me a
imagine.
bucket?
I'm sure I swallowed a fly one of the last 2 times we were out. Imagine my horror with that. Terrible.
ATP are doing their own thing now. Looks like. They're not waiting.
Okay, that's good for us. To let them do, I think. Go on, Patrick.
Try to mess with Seaton maybe.
Yeah.
He might drop and we'll see how it goes.
Okay, mate. You leave that in your capable hands. You've got carte blanche.
Your ATP going. They stay bunched up all right.
Oh, my girlfriend's just walked back in from her MOT and she doesn't look impressed. That's probably not good news.
What? Her MOT?
Yeah. What was it? Was it?
The car.
What was the damage? Was it bad? The MOT? It passed. Oh, because you looked at me like when you came in, like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to pay thousands of pounds. Yeah, was that just a general disappointment vibe, was it?
It's like, oh, this is what
I was hoping you'd left.
Oh, he's on that fucking bike again.
He's not.
Damn it.
All the men in the world are a fucker.
She's walked in and gone, cars past, but look at that over there. I bet that one.
Say to that fucking tramp that was in it.
That's a bit hard.
Hey, look, I know what's going on here. Now I'm a minor celebrity. You're all hating on me. It's just because somebody offered to send me fan mail in the form of a cycling cap that they'd sewn for me.
Like
There's no need to hate on it.
It wasn't a cap, it was a fanny pack. so Rushy, you can carry you around.
Oh, like a little, like one of the little puppy bags. A little puppy bag.
Chihuahua bag. Everyone's like, be careful, he bites. He's a bit nippy.
Don't ride him.
You're just jealous of my cat.
Well, whatever contraceptive method helps, mate.
Get it all there, Jake. Not supposed to wear it like that, mate.
Yeah. Turn the peak up a bit.
Careful, you'll suffocate.
I don't know what's going on. It keeps sliding now.
Right, okay. We're coming around the bend now, so I want everybody to be grouped up. I've got Layla. We are at 14.8, so we're about 600 meters behind you. Everybody, same as you did last time, but we should be able to keep it a lot tighter this time because there's no AT pill. But the approach last time was perfect, so we'll just do the same thing again.
Yeah, I don't get ATB around me now, so I just have to start and hope that
I'm not going to lie, later. You're going to have to burn some matches to jump on us if you're stationary. I'd be pedaling right now if I was you.
Yeah, get going.
We are very close. We're within 300 meters of you. We're coming up to the bend.
We've got Layla anyway, so you need to.
It might be that you want to think about going with ATP next time, but we'll talk about that after this. So everybody just do what you can now. This is it. We're not slowing down. Plug those gaps. Okay, Okay, coming through the Flamme Rouge now. Ramping the pace up a little bit. Just overtook the guy behind you, Layla. I think you're going to run into us on the sprint.
Yeah, look for my wheel later when we come round. I'm just set off the back of the slot.
Okay, we're just coming up to the arch. Hey, Layla, we're here. Hey, there's 300 meters. Go, go, go. Go on, Jamie. Oh, Chris, you're very far back. Okay, stop pedaling.
Sorry.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, man.
I'm dying. Okay, nice breather now. Stop pedaling.
I was off the back. Some reason, I dropped off, and then I burnt a few matches to keep on, and then when I went, it still wasn't enough.
Yeah, you got to look at who's ahead of you and whose wheel you're
I
on.
think the only people behind me was Patrick and Seaton. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, but the people ahead of you were the people ahead of you were the D's and the E's. So they were probably not strong enough to hold the wheel. You probably needed to be ahead of them, really.
Next time.
Yeah, that middle layer today, that middle layer is really strong. So when it flips the switch, if you're a strong sprinter, you've got to go with them really, and then it's going to be whoever's left behind is in the low categories just finish as quick as they can. But when people like Josh, Dazza, Stewie flip the switch, they're gone.
Oh.
But great work in terms of group.
Sorry.
It is what it is. There's, like we said, you're not going to get through the whole season without having a few mishaps. So it's just about trying to. Consistency is the key over 4. But if you have a mishap, you have a mishap. It is what it is. But great work there in terms of the grouping. So Andrew, really well positioned there. That was really good.
Thank you. Okay, so I can't really help anyone today, but I can help Layla. So I know what she's doing now through the sprint. I know what kilo you're going to push. So next one, we'll do that, and I'll just sit in front of you and give you a draft, Layla, yeah?
I'm not sure, should I stay with the group next time?
You're going to start?
If I don't have ATB to stay with before you
come
around.
Yeah, I think that's going to happen. So especially if you're ahead on your own there, you're going to lose a lot of energy.
It looks like I have 2 sprints now. One to get the speed up before you came, and then sprint. So
yeah, I just don't recommend it later. I really do think you're better off doing anything else. So whether that's sitting on us and then dropping off because you're tired, I still think that's going to be faster. Or maybe go with ATP if we think that's going to be more beneficial today. I think either of those 2 options is better than what you just did, because you're going to just kill yourself.
Yeah.
But you weren't holding more than 3.5, Layla, to be fair. And the thing is, if you roll round with the group, when we all roll round together, and if obviously you drop off halfway through the sprint, I'll just drop off there, and you just hold on to my wheel.
Because I guess I will drop off already in the around the column. That's where
you're tiring yourself out trying to jump on.
Yeah. I'm at position 128, guys, so feel free to move up to me over the next couple of minutes.
Wasn't that catastrophic? I got second, and I'm probably first out of all the points so far. So I've had the 4th in 2 seconds, and the person that won me when I came second twice isn't the same person both times. So And to be fair, he hit 9.5 seconds this last round, so there was no way I was going to hit that. I think he was riding the normal race and not the ATP lead out chain, because he did that when we did our second lap. If that made sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. He might well have just jumped on when a big group came past just by happen chance.
Yeah. Yeah, because he was 11.5 and stuff for the other sprints he got, so he was nowhere. So he's not going to take the points. He's not going to go.
Yeah. Okay, is everyone good? Does anybody need to change anything for the next one? Is everyone happy?
I just changed my bike.
Power.
Oh, we can keep us some new lungs.
I was thinking legs. Yeah.
It's all right. You're nearly done now. And just think, guys, remember, you've done 75% of the work. You've not killed yourself to get all those points, do 3/4 of the work, and then not get a good time or not do very well on the last one, have you? Because you'll basically be throwing that week away. So it's almost the law of diminishing returns, right? You have to go all in now. You have to empty the tank. You have to give every last what. But it's only one of them, and then it's over. And that's where we're going to make the difference.
Okay, no sugar.
No, not until we're done.
And I've got the draft this time, so that'll work. I'm going to go on Daz's wheel, and I'm going to draft it. I'm going to let him pull me over the line with a super draft.
I just went stupidly with a feather.
Said the first time.
On a downhill sprint, they with the feather. Yeah, well, it goes down.
But I've got all you can do is work with it.
Think of it as the acceleration. You get the acceleration off the feather. The downhill just lets you carry the speed.
I'm opening another beer.
So I don't want to throw out the lead out, but I'm kind of up towards the front just so I don't fall off. So I have a bright orange and pink cap. But
Okay,
still
sounds good.
Seaton lost quite many places. He just wouldn't want to go alone, so I pushed, got 8th, and I think he went a bit faster than me because he got my wheel when I passed him right before the green.
Poor Seaton.
He did get the first place at least.
He doesn't know what's hit him, does he? He's going, what's going on here? What are these tactics? Poor guy.
He's putting all his trust in that I will, lead him out.
I mean, at this point, I think he's probably naive enough that we might be able to ask him to take a pull on the front.
I don't think he would.
Give it a go.
It wouldn't be the first time you've asked.
Yeah. Hey, fancy taking a turn, pal? You take the lead out on this one, Seaton.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Simon hasn't already messaged it.
It's because you can't chug a beer and type at the same time. You do one or the other.
My companion app's just gone.
That's probably for the best. Right, okay, and we're just going to take an 11-minute break now. So if you could just open this YouTube link that I sent you on your phone and leave it playing in the background. Make sure you leave a like, comment. Hey, I even got a comment from don't get dropped cycling this week, eh?
Just noticed Seaton has sent me a PM. Let's not do that again.
You should message him, oh man, you nailed me, or oh, you totally got me.
Just send one back saying, yeah, we're doing that exactly the same way.
Seaton.
I ask, who knows Kay Waterston, who sprinted with us on the
complaining?
Yeah, who sprinted with us in the last sprint series.
What did
on
she?
Charms.
What?
Yeah.
What did she say? She was complaining.
Who?
What did you say?
Me?
Yeah. What did you
Yeah.
say? Sorry, Kat.
Oh, I'm just asking. Who knows Kay Waterston, because she was sprinting. I don't know if she would sprint for us, but somebody knew her.
Kay Waterston. I don't think I know her. No.
And she's like on Vixen, I think. Anyway, she's here today again, so I don't know.
Okay.
Somebody knew her and said she likes to sprint, so she was grouping up with us, and I see her today again. So
maybe
Yeah,
Jess.
I think I remember at the end of last season. I think she joined in for the last couple of sprints. I think.
Yeah, and somebody
Oh,
said, "Oh yeah, I told her to sprint with him because she likes to
okay.
sprint." So
We'll ask in the chat
Yeah.
afterwards. See if anyone knows. But if anyone wants to say hello to her, then feel free. Maybe we can get her to jump on board at some point if she likes it. Okay, guys, how are we feeling?
How are you doing?
Anybody a bit like?
He's wrong, isn't he? Ain't he wrong,
Yeah,
Jay? Say hi to her,
maybe-
jump on board if she likes it.
I'm all good.
You're wrong, Rich.
Everybody happy to
Ride
roll
on
out
the
before the chat degenerates any further? Happy to go.
Yeah.
And also mainly
Yeah.
because my phone's on 5%, so we need to hurry up with this. Right, I'm rolling out, people, very very slowly.
I've got to stop
If my phone dies, it should be that I don't need to tell you what to do anyway, because we've done it 3 times and it was perfect last time and the time before. So we just do what we did again last time. We ramp it up as we go under the Flamme Rouge, and we ramp it up as we go under the archway, and then you know when to go at the 300-meter mark. So you should be that you don't need me. And really, if you've suffered enough today, it's a bit of a treat that you don't have me for the last one. So
What position
You're
are
not
you
gonna
in,
put-
Jay?
Have you not got a phone charger in your custom bum bag, Jake?
you know what? Maybe I should have asked him to sew one into it. Maybe next time.
Jay.
Hello? You're quite crackly, mate. I can just about hear you.
Aero Fanica?
Hang on, Stu's trying to talk. Go on, Stu. What are you saying?
Just saying, Kelly Waterston is a mate of mine.
Ah, he's your mate. Okay, perfect.
No, I'll say it all.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah, she enjoys sprint. She loves the sprint stuff, and I told her about it. She was keen to get involved.
Perfect.
Yeah, so
Cool. Good stuff.
Well,
Well, if she likes it, she's always welcome to jump in on Discord. If she's done it a few times and people recognise her, then she's obviously turned up a few times, hasn't she? So yeah, she's welcome to jump in on Discord if she wants to hear the comms and stuff.
what do I do that? Do I just send her
Send
a
her the
link?
link. Yeah, send her the link for Discord, and then let me know when she's joined, and I'll give her the right race team access.
Okay, cool. Nice one.
That initiation testing that you do.
This one?
Hazing.
It's that initiation test that Jake does with all the new members.
Especially for sprinters.
Yeah. We've
John
had
Fox.
thousands. We've had thousands join, and 900 have left.
You know, it's like the SAS. 99.9% of those that apply aren't good enough to make the cut. And that other 0.1% won't join me because I can't pay them. So, just had to reach out to whoever was left over.
Like Ben.
Ben was the first name on the team sheet. I don't know what you're talking about. No, we've got we are a picky team. We only let people in that we like, so, or that at least I think are good.
Or solitary people who've got no friends.
We've got a new rider. I'm going to introduce them on Discord as well. It's our first new rider that we've had just join randomly for ages. Doesn't know anybody in the team, so try and make him feel welcome. He's a guy called Robin. He's Dutch, so Jess we'll ask Jess to to translate. But he's a proper diesel engine, so he's not really got a good sprint, but he's got a good like TT power. He's just getting into racing. He's only done a couple of races. So yeah, he's reached out and he seemed really keen, and he said, I want to join your team because I don't like big teams. I like the way you guys kind of ride and all the rest of it. And he joined Snowshore. So yeah, we'll try and make him feel welcome. Hopefully you'll fancy jumping in for ZRL for TT2. I didn't see a hand signal.
I'm too scared to take my hands off the bars and wave them around like a complete idiot. I'm not the sort of person who would take their left arm off the bars to turn right, Jay.
Some people just don't have it.
Dazzler's off. Look, he's closing down Gregory.
Read him back in, Dazza.
It's all right. He's come back in on his own. But is that gap look? Come on, people.
Keep it nice and tight here. Concentrate just another couple of K and we'll be done. We've got to be tight from here now. We're not slowing down. This is it. Come on, this is what we came for today. The last one. Kill ourselves and make it count.
That's good. Good drafting, Layla. Well done. We're getting back in there. Look.
Okay, there's people far back. As long as it's Patrick and no one else, we're good.
Yeah, me, Layla, Patrick. That's all. We're good.
Okay, yeah. Good stuff. Okay, route looks tight. Okay, good position in there. Okay, good job, Andrew. Stewie, hold that wheel. Good positioning. Okay, looking good. Keep it tight.
is the last one, Layla. We're going to give everything here, yeah? Come on.
There it is. Ali, Ali, Ali. Let's go, Snow. Come on, one more. Come on, Chris. Go on, Si, Greg. Come on, Cat. Ali, Ali, Ali. My deep dive. Good job, Robert.
Come on, Layla, keep going. Close that gap. Come on, close it, close it, close it. Come on.
Yeah, you can roll to the finish, guys.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. Well done.
Great work on the positioning there on the lead out guys. Awesome job. It looked like Chris was the fastest with his burst of speed. I think he went a little bit from the front. So I think what you did, Chris, was you went a bit further up than you did last time, didn't you? It's probably a sweet spot between the two, but you looked the fastest when you came past, that's for sure. That was good. Jamie, that looked pretty fast as well. I think we were okay there.
Oh gosh. Oh. Thanks, Colin.
Great job, Layla.
Good job, Layla.
Yeah, that's it. You should say it after every sprint.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly. Awesome job today, everybody. It's a tricky one because I asked people that don't usually do their jobs, fill in, and we had some of the strongest riders near the front of the group. I thought that was really good. Everybody was very disciplined, and everybody was the best thing was everybody was closing the wheels when they had to. So that was my favorite thing about today. That was the most improved thing. It was really good.
Nick, don't forget to finish. She stopped.
Yeah, cross the finish line.
I know you stopped there.
Which is good.
The lead out, guys.
Yeah, keep pedaling, Aurelia, until you come past this blue line.
I cannot see anything on the screen. The Ziv just disappeared.
Yeah,
just keep pedaling. It'll come back.
Keep pedaling.
Yeah.
In fact, if you can't,
10 minutes, you'll be all right.
Let me see if I can find you.
I'll tell you when to stop.
Wait, can you not see anyone else on the screen?
No, Ziv just
Don't pedal. Don't come through the line yet. Don't come through the line. If you cross the line when you've got a dropout and you can't see anyone, it doesn't register that you've ever finished the event, which has happened to if Stewie remembers that happened to him in ZRL once. If you cross the line when you've got a dropout, it just doesn't register that you finished. It's a stupid glitch. So try and wait for it to come back.
I don't know if she's went through already. Where is the man? She's almost at the hairpin.
It's just before the hairpin, I think.
Oh, okay, Aurelia, ease up then.
Or halfway between them. I like the beginning of the red track. Or no, it's, yeah.
You should have 23 kilometers before you stop. At least.
She's about to turn.
Yeah, I think it's already gone through.
Okay.
Yeah, she's part 23 kilometers since she's finished.
Oh, here I am back.
Great.